Still. So. Okay, good morning and welcome everybody to the logic and accuracy test for our November 5th, 2024 general election. This is the test that we run to ensure that the tabulation machines, the tabulation equipment, correctly read and tabulate paper ballots filled out in advance by the elections team. And then we compare those results tabulated by hand to what the machine says and make sure everything reconciles. With us and for this test day, we have our Deputy Director of Elections from the Secretary of State's office, Fina Orman. And I'm your auditor, Steve Dunkel. And we also have the elections team here led by Marie Stevenson, our elections administrator, her assistant, Susan Blankenship, and you can't see her off screen. We have Kaylee Chappell. She's running the video. And way over in the corner, we've got our newest team member, Mike Lebonsky. And then we've got a good turnout of election observers today. To my left, I'm just going to start here from the Republican Party. We have Laura Lynn Rogers, Bob Rogers from the Democratic Party, Greg Sitnicki, and we have Ross Gallagher, and a couple citizens, sir. I didn't catch your name.
David Galley, calling you, sir.
And we also have Will Harris. Have I missed anybody? All right, so I'm going to turn it over to you, to Marie. Let's run through this test.
So first thing we do is print a zero report to make sure that all ballots have been scanned into the system. Zero report. Show no ballot scan. Disabling the system. Would like to find out why this is so dark. I am. gonna use reserve law. Because it'll all just stay together. So we have one unreadable, which we're supposed to have, which is, because we have a ballot from every printing source, which would include ballots from in-house, ballots from our vendor, ballots from each of our accessible voting units, and a ballot from online voting, or our vote law, where people can access and print their own ballots. We have one of those as well. So this one ballot is unreadable. Is free. Same ballot style. Is 241. One. Style. And we're gonna select the votes because it is not read by the tabulation system. 116. Yes, 956. Oh. 956. Yeah, that clock is wrong. I need Okay. And then Susie's gonna read me the votes and I will select them.
So initiative measure 2066, yes. 2109 is yes. 2117, yes. 2124, yes. For president, Kamala and Tim Walz. And then U.S. Senator Maria Cantwell. Congressional District 6, Emily Randall. Governor, Bob Ferguson. Lieutenant Governor, Denny Heck. Secretary of State, Steve Office. State Treasurer, Mike
Gianni.
Okay. State Auditor, Pat McCarthy. Attorney General, Pete Serrano. Commissioner of Public Lands, Jamie.
Brown.
Superintendent of Public Instruction, Chris Barton. And then Insurance Commissioner is Patty Goodger. Legislative District 35th, position 1 is Ben Griffey, and position 2 is Travis Couture. County Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland. County Commissioner District 2 is Tom Beaven. Supreme Court, position 2 is Sal. Okay. Supreme Court, position 8 is Steve Gonzalez. Supreme Court, position 9 is Shirley McLeod. Court of Appeals, position 2 is Rebecca Lasco. Mason Superior Court 1 is David Stevens. Mason Superior Court 2 is Monty Palm. Mason Superior Court Judge position 3 is Tistra Butler. And then Public Utility 3, Commissioner 3 is Jeff. Yep.
Okay, and then we have one officially complete blank ballot that does not have any votes. No votes. Vote was filled in. And oops, did I go too far? Then we have selected in every race to ensure that it picks up overvotes. So there is an overvote in every single race, which shows there are 2 marks with no correction. In all of the races, do I need to look at every one of them, or are we?
I think so.
Okay.
It's, yeah, because you're looking at, you just have to look at them, because it'll be in your results.
Yeah, yes.
So,
There's one there. But normally in a regular election, we look at everyone to ensure that they weren't a correction. Okay. That's all good. Let's get our official results.
That's a duplication. Are you giving it to me? Okay. I didn't want to take it if you were like,
I'll give it to you, because I have copies.
yeah.
My thumb drive. Get the back. Results. Yes, all that good stuff. Oh.
So you had a distinct, but there was racial bias and representation. That's the auditor's report.
And that was in one of the counties in Washington where
I
they
want to say that was Yakima County.
Okay.
Remember the counties, Rita? Yakima
You know,
and
they
Chelan?
did a study of really the whole state. You know, obviously some counties have higher populations of other, and so it was a comparison of those things, and so that was kind of some of the concerns that came out, that they were being rejected at a higher rate than other signatures. So
Okay.
Okay,
I have-
who's doing the, Kaylee, are you gonna do the drum roll?
Venus got our, what we call a matrix, where we created the results based on some criteria set by the Secretary of State. I have the results ballots from the top. Initiative 2066. We have 12 yes, 2 no, 1 overvote. And then initiative 2109 is 13, 3, and 1. And then initiative 2117 is 14, 4, and 1. And then initiative 2124 is 15, 5, and 1. For the president, starting with Carmela, there are 12, and then down to 2 for Trump, 3 for Kennedy, 4 for Stein, 5, I need this marker. 5 for Dela Cruz, 6 for Fruit, 7 for Kishore, 8 for Oliver, 9 for West, and 10 for
I don't want to mess it up.
Thank you.
How about
Just go with
Shiva?
Yeah, that's good.
11 write-in votes and 1 overvote. And U.S. Senator, 12 for Maria, 2 for Dr. Raul, 3 overvote, or 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Congressional 6, 12 for Emily, 2 for Drew, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Governor, 12 for Bob, 2 for Dave, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Lieutenant Governor, 12 for Denny, 2 for Dan, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Secretary of State, 12 for Steve, 2 for Dale, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. State Treasurer, 12 for Mike, 2 for Sharon, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. State Auditor, 12 for Pat, 2 for Matt, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Attorney General, 12 for Pete, 2 for Nick, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. And Commissioner of Public Lands, 12 for Jamie, 2 for Dave, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Superintendent of Public Instruction, 12 for Chris, 2 for David, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Insurance Commissioner, 12 for Patty, 2 for Phil, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Legislative 35, position 1, 12 for Dan Griffey, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote. Legislative 35, position 2, 12 for Travis, 2 for James, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Mason County Commissioner, District 1, 12 for Randy Netherland, 2 for Will Harris, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Mason County Commissioner, District 2, 12 for Tom Beeben, 2 for Pat Tarswell, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Supreme Court Justice, position 2, 12 for Sal, 2 for Dave, 3 write-ins, 1 overvote. Supreme Court Justice, position 8, 12 for Steve, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote. Supreme Court Justice, position 9, 12 for Cheryl, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote. Court of Appeals, Division 2, District 2, 12 for Rebecca, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote. Mason County Superior Court, position 1, 12 for David, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote. Mason County Superior Court, position 2, 12 for Monty Cobb, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote. Mason County Superior Court, position 3, 12 for Tersa, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote. PUD Commissioner 3, PUD 1, Commissioner 3, 6 for Johnny, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote. PUD 3, Commissioner 3, 6 for Jeff, 2 write-ins, 1 overvote.
And we have one blank ballot.
And then we have the one
Yeah.
completely blank ballot. Yeah.
Perfect.
So Fina, what do we do?
Matrix matched perfectly. Good.
So okay if I pass
Of course.
this around, so I was watching Fina like a hawk. She did pick up one typo on one name. It's
Oh.
Monty Cobb, not Monty Gobb.
It's more important that the ballot is correct
Yeah.
Oh,
than
then I have
the matrix.
Yeah.
For those of you who know Monty, don't tell them about it. And can I send those around too?
Checking her list.
I am.
Yeah, that's correct on the ballot.
You used both your scanners, and I did hear you say ballots on demand. Mm-hmm. Don't have any alternative language. EDU and use duplicated ballot. my list of copies. And sign your certificate. So there's my certificate, and then, yeah, I'll need copies of all of it.
Copies of everything
This.
before we lock
Yeah.
it in there, and then upload test.
Yes.
Is it all ready for us?
Yes. Should be.
So Steve, is a voter's pamphlet gonna come out before we get our ballots?
You should already have it.
No, the voters pamphlet.
The state ones are out.
They'll go out early October.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're not out yet, but we
Okay.
do have some upstairs.
okay.
If you want one early, I'll
Between
put
candidates,
one.
you have a primary.
I thought they were out.
A lot of times there's the counties who want Segula Cava for military and overseas voters. And so they,
I haven't done it yet.
I thought the state
I
ones
tried
already
to
sent
send them
out.
out
My bad.
first.
So the state ones will include the federal stuff like president.
Yep.
And will they also include county stuff or not?
No.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give, if you just hang back for 30 seconds, I will run and get you an early hand-delivered copy.
Okay.
Since you asked.
So
You
we're
want one
gonna
too?
count.
Huh?
We're gonna count this 30 seconds.
You have to count.
Okay.
Oh,
That sounds like Bob. I'll be done in 30 seconds.
I just want to make sure.
Ceiling.
Yeah, while we're uploading, is there any comments, questions about today's test from our election observers?
yeah.
Everybody good?
A lot of people do.
Okay, well, with that, we're gonna wrap up the live stream, and we'll be back. Cameras will be back on October 16th when ballots go out. All the surveillance cameras will be on, and you can watch and wave.
So on the 16th of October is when you'll start